Good day. So I'll be presenting implicit and explicit transactions creating SavePoints. Introductions. Exercise 1. Analyzing implicit transaction on Transact SQL statement. Exercise 2. Creating an explicit transactions on Transact SQL statement. Exercise 3. Implementing SavePoints for rolling back transactions. Click Start. Introductions. The implicit and explicit transactions creating SavePoints module provides you with the instructions and devices to develop your hands-on skills in the following topics. First, analyzing the effect of implicit transactions on Transact SQL statement. Second, creating and explicit transactions on transactions SQL statements. Implementing SavePoints in transactions. Objectives. Demonstrate the effect of implicit transactions mode on a set of Transact SQL statement. Second, demonstrate how to create an explicit transactions with a set of Transact SQL statement. Third, demonstrate how to create a save point in transactions and illustrate how transactions can be rolled back to a save point. Exercise 1. Analyzing implicit transactions on Transact SQL statement. A transactions refers to a sequence of operations on a database. These operations form a single unit and run in a logical order, either manually or automatically. The transactions as a whole unit can either be executed successfully or may fail a certain reason. An implicit transactions refers to the method in which SQL Server databases engine automatically starts a new transactions and ends it only when commit or rollback commands are specified in the statement. Thus, when the earlier transactions is committed or rollback, the SQL Server databases engine starts a new transactions by default. This results in creating a series of transactions implicitly and continues to do so until the implicit transactions mode option is disabled. In this exercise, you will learn to understand the execution of Transact SQL statement when the implicit transactions mode is turned on. Task 1. Monitor an implicit transaction. In this task, you will check the effect of enabling the implicit transactions mode when executing Transact SQL statement. Step 1. Ensure you have the power to required devices to connect Plab SQL. From the Plab SQL desktop, click Start and click Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. To connect to server, the dialog box appears. From the server type down list, click Databases Engine. In the server name text box type Plab SQL Ser 1. Click Connect. Step 3. In the SQL Server Management Studio, windows open. In Subject Explorer, click plus to expand the databases folder. Step 4. To select the database from the list of databases, click AdventureWorks DW 2016 CTP3. To create a new query, from the query ribbon, click New Query. Step 5, the new query pane opens. Step 6, turn on the implicit transactions mode in the SQL Server databases engine. To enable the implicit transactions mode, type this following. Copy. Then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successful. Click new query. Create a new table, dim product, and add its contents from dim product table in the Adventure Work 2016 CTP3 databases. To perform this, type the following. Copy. Then paste. To run the query, click execute to press F5. The query runs successful. The message window displays the number of row affected, which is in the case 606. Click new query. Step 9, roll back the transaction to erase the old data modifications made from the start of the transaction. To perform this, type the following. Copy. Paste. To run the query, press F5. Click new query. Confirm the rollback command has rolled back the entire transaction with, in this example, the creation of the product table. To perform this, type the following. Copy. Then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. Click new query. Recreate the table, then product, and load it contents from the product table in Adventure Works 2016 CGP3 databases. To perform this, type the following. Paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs, however, an error is stored as the dim product temp table is not found as a result of rollback. Click new query. Step 12. Commit the transaction manually to make the changes made in the transactions permanent and end the transaction as well. To perform this, type the following. Copy. Then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. Click new query. To confirm whether the changes made in the previous transactions are made permanent, type the following query in the same query pane that is open. Select copy. Then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successful and all the records are displayed in this shows that the creation of the product temp has been made permanent. Click New Query. Step 14, to turn off implicit transactions options in the SQL Server, type the following query. Copy. Then paste. To run the query, click Execute or press F5. The command runs successful and the implicit transactions mode is set off. Click New Query. Exercise 2, creating an explicit transaction or SQL statement. An explicit transaction refers to the method in which user starts the execution of the transact SQL statement by specifying the begin transaction statement at the start of the transactions and commit transactions or rollback transactions at the end of the transactions. When that execution of the transactions is unsuccessful due to errors, then you typically end the transactions with a rollback transaction statement. When the execution of a transaction is successful, you typically end the transactions with a commit transaction statement. You normally use explicit transactions while creating triggers and stored procedures. In this exercise, you will learn to work with explicit transactions. Step 1. Create a new fact internet sales test table and import data from fact internet sales in the table when in the AdventureWorks DW 2016 CTP3 databases. Then select the data from newly created fact internet sales test to verify the output. To perform this, type the following. Copy. Then paste. To run the query, click Execute or press F5. The query is run successful. The new table is created and the records from the table are displayed in the results window. Click New Query. Step 3. Create an explicit transactions by explicitly defining the starts and the end of the transactions. Type the following. Copy. Paste. Run the query. Click Execute or press F5. The transactions run successful. Click New Query. Step 4. Confirm the deletion of the record with the product key value 310. Copy. Then paste. To run the query, click Execute or press F5. The query runs successful and the result set displays the record for the product K300. This indicates that the deletion of the product K300 record has been rolled back. Click New Query. Step 5. Replace the rollback trend command in the transactions with the commit trend command and perform the required delete operation. So, copy. Then, paste. To run the query, click Execute or press F5. The query runs successful. The message windows displays the number of rows affected. Click New Query. Step 6. Confirm the deletion of the record with the product K300, then in the fact internet sales test table. To perform this, type the following, copy, then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successful and the result set is displayed. However, no records are returned for the product K300. Then, click New Query. Exercise 3, implementing SavePoints for rolling back instructions. Rolling back transactions. A user can divide a big transactions into different sections and define save point for each other sections. When the save point is implemented along with the rollback, the part of the transactions with save point can be alone rollback. Save point can be used in the locations where there are fewer chances of occurrence of errors. The save points can reduce the time taken to complete the transactions by rolling back to the save points instead of rolling back to the beginning in the transactions. In these exercises, you will learn to implement SavePoint in transaction SQL statement and use it rollback command to completing transactions. Task 1. Use SavePoints in a transactions. In this task, you will create SavePoint statement in the transactions. Step 1. Drop the task Fact Internet Sales Test table created in the previous exercise. Now create the Fact Internet Sales Test table again and import data from the Fact Internet Sales tables into AdventureWorks DW 2016 CTP3 databases. To drop the existing table and create a new table, type the following query, copy, then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successful and the message window displays the number of rows affected. Click New Query. Step 3. Retrieve the records from the Fact Internet Sales Test table. To perform this, type the following, copy, then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successful and the result set is displayed. Click New Query. Step 4. Continue these sessions and delete the records in the Fact Internet Sales Test table whose product K is 346. Create a save point to mark the transactions. To perform this, type this following query, copy, then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successful and the message window displays the number of rows affected. Click New Query. Step 5. Confirm that the transactions is successful and the specified rows are deleted in the Fact Internet Sales Test table. Type the following query, copy, then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. Again, because I think it's logging. So copy, then paste, to run the query, click execute and press F5. Fully resolve. So click new query. Continue the sessions and delete the columns in the fact internet sales table whose product K is 310. Create another save point to mark the section of the transactions that deletes specified records. So copy, then paste, to run the query, click execute or press F5. So, click new query. Select the records from the fact internet sales test table to verify that the records with the product K is 310 are deleted. Then roll back the transaction to SavePoint tran B. So copy, then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. Click new query. To verify that the rollback of the transactions with tran B is successful, select the records from the fact internet sales test table, then roll back the transactions to SavePoint tran A. To perform this, type the following. Copy, then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. Click new query. Step 10. Confirm that the transactions under SavePoint tran A and tran B are successfully rolled back and deleted rows are inserted back into fact internet sales table. To perform this, type the following. Copy, then paste. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query ran successful and set wait. Next. Summary, you covered the following activities in this module: analyzing the effect of implicit transactions or transact SQL statement, creating explicit transaction SQL statement, third, implementing SavePoints in the transactions. Thank you.